Guys, welcome back to the channel, and after Segarak failed to slay the filthy demons of She Who Thirsts, he has sent out 2 more masks to try and take back this planet, but it seems as though the demons of Slaanesh have disappeared, and a certain Space Marine chapter has gotten wind of Segarak's plans and sent Watchmaster Bryn to come and deal with the Harlequin threat on this planet. So I'm running a very different Harlequin army to what I ran previously. Believe it or not, this is all but one of my models now, Bryn. I had to use the Webway Gate last time to make up points. So great points reductions across the board. Go and check out the other battle report if you haven't seen it against Lucy, and that was brutal. But of course, DeathWatch, you've only had 1 game on the channel, and Bryn hasn't played 40k 8th edition since last year. So we're going to try and see what happens with this. But without further ado, let's have a look through the forces. Right guys, so here we go. This is 1997 points of Harlequins, Bryn. So we've got 3 detachments in fact. We've got a battalion of the Midnight Sorrow, which has 2 Shadow Seers. They're going to take, one's going to take Veil of Tears and Fog of Dreams, the other one will take Mirror of Minds and War Dance 1, the one that gives a 6-up feel, no pain essentially. We've got a Troop Master with a Kiss and a Fusion. I'm spending 2 command points to make him the Great Harlequin. We've got a Solitaire who is going to take the Star Mist Remnant, which means if he runs, not only does he get a 3-up influence, which he's already got, you can't overwatch him, which is very handy. I've then got a squad of 5 troops, 5 fusion pistols, 4 caress and 1 blade. Over here we have another squad of 5 with 4 kisses, 4 fusion pistols and 1 power sword. And then over here we've got another squad with 4 kisses and 1 embrace, all with shuriken pistols. And we've got 3 Star Weavers for them to ride in, all with dual shuriken. We've got 2 bikers with shuriken cannons and zephyr glaives, and we've got a unit of 3 bikers with the haywire cannons. And I will try and remember them this time because they used to be naff, Bryn. Now they're pretty good.
Nah, forget about it. It's all good.
And then I've got a vanguard and a spearhead of the Dreaming Shadow. So I can't remember which one. This one will be the Warlord. No, she will be the Warlord, and she's going to take the Warlord trait where I can get command points back if I roll equal to the number of command points it costs me or Bryn to spend a stratagem. Yeah. These 3 guys are going in as the Vanguard, and the purple one is going to take the extra relic Curtain Fall, which means he gets to do some tasty stuff with the stratagem. And can you hear the chavs spinning the cars outside?
Yes.
Lovely area I live in. And then we've got a bog standard Troop Master that I've literally just paid 70 points for, so that is, it's literally a Harlequin's Blade, just so that I can get the extra command point for taking these 3. And because those 3 Void Weavers with prismatic cannons and these guys are Dreaming Shadow, if Bryn happens to kill them on a 4+, I get to shoot.
Not with my dice rolls this year.
So that's 1997. I've already spent 3 command points. But let's have a look and see what Bryn's got. Right, so Bryn is very graciously taking up the helm of Watchmaster today. He's running a Vanguard and a battalion, entitling him to a total of 9 command points altogether. So, heading up the battalion, we've got Artemis and the Watchmaster. The Watchmaster is going to be the Warlord, and he's took the Bane Bolts of Erixia. He's also took the Law of Hidden Knowledge, so every time Bryn uses a stratagem, on a 5+, he gets 1 command point back. Troop selections, we have a unit of 9 Primaris Marines, 5 Intercessors. There is one with an auxiliary grenade launcher, so you can lob a crack grenade if you want.
Nice.
2 Intercessors with Flamers. They're not Intercessors, they're Aggressors.
Aggressors, yeah.
And then 2 Inceptors with Assault Bolters. Now the Assault Bolters don't get special issue ammunition, but they're strength 5 anyway. So they're not bad.
We'll let them off.
But essentially, if Bryn kills one of them off first, it means the whole unit is toughness 5. Yep. We've then got a squad over here of 4 frag cannons. The sergeant here is the flesh terror with the shotgun. We've got another guy over at the back with a shotgun. We've got a vanguard with dual lightning claws. And we've got a terminator just with a power fister and storm bolter. The reason he is in is because Bryn has 2 teleport homers. Gives him just that little bit of maneuverability if he needs it. The third kill team is a sergeant with storm shield and xenophase blade, which is very handy against my vulnerable saves, Bryn.
So I've heard.
Black shield with thunderhammer and storm shield, so of course this squad can leap in and start attacking. He's got an ultramarine there with a bolt gun. He's got a flesh terror with a combi melter and storm shield. He has a salamander with a combi flamer, and he has an iron hand.
Yes.
Is that the loyalist one?
Yes.
With a combi melter. We've then got a squad of 5 reavers with grav shoots, a rhino with a stormbolt and hunter killer missile that's not modelled, a venerable dreadnought with a twin las cannon and a stormbolter, and a Corvus Black Star with the storm strike missiles, twin assault cannon, 1 hurricane bolter, and I always get the names the wrong way around, but you can reroll saves of a 1 whilst he's in flying mode.
That's the one.
And then heading up the vanguard, we've got the librarian with a 4-sword and bolt pistol. He's took Fury of the Ancients and Null Zone.
Null Zone, that's the boy.
And then we've got 3 squads of 3 bikers. All the sergeants have storm shields, although they may not be modelled. And 2 of them have storm bolters. So this one at this side and the one at this side. 1997 points, Bryn.
Could we not have found something for 3 points? Come on.
I looked. Power swords are 4 points. Bolt pistols and stuff are 1 point, but like everyone that can take them's got them. So, yeah. Right, so welcome back after deployment. And today's mission is dominate and destroy. There is 6 ancient Space Marine statues on this planet. And each one is worth a single victory point at the end of your turn if you control it. In addition, we also get 1 point for each enemy unit that we destroy. The deployment type, I forget the name of it, but there's basically an 18-inch circle which is conveniently in the middle of the ruins. And it was an honest kind of fluke. And of course, because I've got so many characters that I have put down as single drops, I need another Star Weaver for definite. Bryn, of course, has decided that he would finish deploying first. So he's got the Corvus with the bigger kill team in with the frag cannons, and he's got Artemis in there. He's got the Watchmaster, the Dreadnought, the 3 bikes, and then of course the Rhino has the other kill team and the Librarian in there as well. And he also put the Primaris kill team in reserve in the teleport time for 1 command point, which he didn't get back. Meanwhile, I've got the Haywire Bikers, we've got the Fusion troops in here with the Troop Master. We've got this Shadow Seer in here, that's the one with Mirror of Minds and the 6-up Feel No Pain bubble. The other one is there, that is with the minus to hit modifiers. And the one up here is the one with Mirror of Minds and Shards of Light. The 3 Death Jesters are hiding out in the ruins, 2 bikes, and of course the Void Weavers taken up the back flank. And I'm very silly because Bryn's going to probably drop down behind me in turn 2. But nevertheless, Bryn, who is going first? Because you have +1 to the roll, good sir. And he doesn't want to use my black dice because he's seen how bad I roll. Doesn't like me on dice.
Oh yeah, because my dice are awful.
5 becomes a 6, so unless I roll a 6, you're going first. Re-roll.
Here we go again, Harry.
3. I roll a 3, yours becomes a 4, so you are going first.
Yes, alright.
But I do wish to cease. Nope, so over to DeathWatch, turn 1. Right, so turn 1 movement for the DeathWatch. The Corvus has screeched into action, moving 20 inches forward. The Watchmaster hurrying forward to grant his aura. The Dreadnought has also moved forward, as have both units of bikers. The back bikers are within range of these guys, as are the front ones. But on this flank, Bryn is tearing up here with the bikers and the Rhino. The Rhino, don't forget, does have a hunter-killer missile. And I forgot to mention actually, Bryn's tactics. He's gone for the ones to reroll ones to wound against heavy support, because he doesn't like them prismatic cannons, do you?
I have no idea what they do, but I assume that'll be nasty.
I told you, minus AP. Lots of minus AP. And I have an invuln and you don't. So... Right, so... You've got a lot of firepower compared to me.
Yeah, but invulnerable saves.
Toughness 3.
Invulnerable saves.
1 wound.
Still saying invulnerable saves.
Right, anyway, let's see what Bryn's going to do in the shooting phase. Right, so, first shooting unit is this squad of bikers at the back. The sergeant has a storm bolter, which means 8 shots at this unit of bikes. Now, Bryn is at -1 to hit, but I'm going to use a stratagem, Bryn.
Here we go.
Here we go. I'm going to use enhanced reflexes, which means you're at a further -1 to hit me. But it's 2 command points. I roll a 5, I don't get it back. So Bryn now has 8 shots at these, hitting on 5s, but he's using these Hellfire rounds, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
So 8 shots. Where are we rolling this?
Standard rolls for me.
Now wait there, because of the Watchmaster,
Oh yes,
you can re-roll the 1s and 2s, because technically the 3s and 4s hit, but then miss. So you do get 1 hit.
Get on.
Wounding on a 2. And I fail me save, I'll take 1 wound. But I'm going to put it on the front guy, Bryn, so that if you happen to kill him, they can't fire or wherever.
Right.
Are they firing at him now?
Yep, the
Right.
other 3 bikers.
There's only 6 shots with him because that sergeant doesn't have a storm bolter.
Right.
Plus points. So then re-roll the 1s and 2s. So you get 2 hits, 2s to wound. You don't get the re-roll 1, unfortunately. But there's another failed save, drops that biker to 1 wound.
Right. So, now we shall do the chorus.
Cool. Now, you moved into heavy weapon, so you're -1 to hit, and then you're going to be at least another -1 because everything's on the flying stand.
So, hitting on 5s.
Yes, but if you target these, you'll be hitting on 6s because they're at a further -1 because of the stratagem.
That's true. So, I will have a pop at...
But before you do that, hurricane bolters aren't heavy, so you could hit these on 5s with the hurricane bolters because they're not heavy.
We'll do that.
Right.
You make sense.
And you are within rapid fire range, Bryn, so you get 12 shots with them hurricane bolters.
That makes even more sense. I'm liking that.
But where's your storm strike and your assault cannons going? The storm strike is tasty because it's 3 damage, but you've only got 2 shots with it.
Well, I can see a heavy support choice over there.
You can. He doesn't get reroll to wound rolls of a 1 though, but you're still wounding me on 3s because it's strength 8.
I'm still liking the idea of taking that out. Right, so me hurricane bolter.
12 shots at these.
12 dice.
Yep.
On the little jet bikes.
So you would re-roll the 1s and 2s because you hit on 3s normally, and this is because of the Watchmaster. The 3s miss and the 4 would miss. Not bad. You might kill 1. Now you don't get special issue ammo because of me and Bryn worked this out because of the machine spirit. Strength 4. Bikes are toughness 4, so you wounded me on 4s, Bryn. 2 wounds, you could kill a bike. Yep, you kill a bike, because of the single damage as well, drops that next one to only 2 wounds.
Get on. Right.
Twin assault cannon is 12 shots as well. And you were going for this, yeah?
Yep.
And then the storm strike at that as well.
Right, so I'm hitting on 5s.
5s,
Yes.
re-roll them 1s and 2s.
Oh, that's better.
Much better. So the 3s and 4s miss because it's re-rolls before modifiers, so it gets confusing. Not bad. Your strength 6 with an assault cannon. The vehicle is only toughness 5, so you're wounded on 3s. 3 3 saves.
Yep.
4 plus. 2 go through, drops it to 4 wounds.
Nice.
And then you've got the 2 Storm Strike missiles hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s and 2s. Just 2 shots. Oh
yes.
no, wounded on 3s. Both wound.
Oh yes.
Both saved.
You champion.
Right, let's see what he's going to do over the other side. The Watchmaster hiding behind the Dreadnought, looks under his arm as the Dreadnought lifts his arm and shoots at these bikers here. Bryn is going to use the Bane Bolts of Ixia, hitting on, well, that.
That'll hit it.
Using poison 2+ rounds, of course.
Yep.
Fishing for a 6. Nope, but he does wound. And a pass me save. That would have been 3 damage as well because of the Bane Bolts. Right, so Dreadnought next. Stormbolt at the bikers. Bryn's going to be at -2 to hit them. And then the last cannon's going for the Voidweaver. So 4s, you can't reroll the 2 because it does count as a hit and then a miss. You don't get special issue ammo though.
No.
That's a wound. And that's a failed save. Drops this one down to 1 wound.
Right.
And then the twin last cannon, 2 shots. You moved, so you're at -1, and then you're at -1 for the Voidweaver. So you can reroll the 1 though. 1 hit, wounded on 3s. That's a wound, 4+ invulnerable. Passed. Close, but no cigar. Let's see what you can do over this side now. So Stormbolt to fire over this side, failing to do anything against the Voidweaver. Bryn elected not to use the Hunter Killer because he'd be hitting on 5s and he's got no rerolls over there as of yet. So as it stands, Bryn unfortunately didn't quite kill a unit.
No.
Not quite, not quite. So he does score, however. Oh, Bryn, you moved away from that objective.
I know, I'm good, aren't I? Remember,
So-
I'm used to playing as Corn.
So Bryn, you don't score anything.
Oh, come good.
Right, so over to Harlequins, turn 1. Right, so all these guys over here are advanced over this way to score me this one, and then hopefully I can sweep in and take on the Dreadnought or the Corvus next turn. These all stayed still apart from this one, shuffled up a tiny bit. Minor movements at this side with the Weaver and everything, and the Death Jesters. These guys are going to try and take on the bikes, and this Void Weaver has moved up this way. So I'm not really going to attempt any charges yet, apart from that one. I think that's the only charge I'm going to go for. But it is now the Cyclic phase. Now two of my Shadow Seers are in transports, but this one is down here, and I'm going to cast Shards of Light on them. And it goes off. You can't stop with Bryn because your Librarian's not on the table. You suffer D3 mortal wounds and -1 leadership. So you take 2 mortal wounds, which kills a biker.
You?
Do you not want to take the front one so there is a slightly further charge?
No, because that's the one with the Stormbolt.
Ah, and the Storm Shield actually, I forgot about that. Fair enough. I'm then going to cast Mirror of Minds on them. And are you happy that's a 5? Because it is on a stone. Now it is an 11. Shaman's not smite. But what this now does is we roll a dice each. And if I beat you, you take a mortal wound. And we continue rolling until you beat me. So I roll a 3. You roll a 1, so that's 1 mortal wound. I roll a 2. Bryn rolls a 5 and stops it. So it's 1 mortal wound, I'm guessing, on the Not Sergeant. And that's it for the Psychic phase. So, shooting phase. This guy is going to take a pop at the bikers at the back. Now I am at -1 because I advanced. So 4s. It's Shuriken, so still fishing for 6s. It's weird playing against stuff where the 6 matters because Lucy just had a blanket 5 up. So anyway, that's 1 3 up and 1 6 up unless you took that on your Storm Shield.
I'll take it on my Storm Shield.
Right, so 3 up on the Storm Shield. Passes it, and then do you want to take the 3 up on a normal biker just in case,
Yeah,
or
I'll take
Storm
it
Shield?
on a normal biker.
Oh, and he fails it. So one of them guys takes a wound. So this one is now going to shoot at them. This one didn't advance though, but still misses 4 times. And that is 2 wounds, no AP, so 2 3-ups. Fine, loves it. However, the guys inside of there are the ones that were on dice bases, which means, Bryn, that there is actually 5 fusion pistols in there. Can you guess where them fusion pistols are going, Bryn?
Shooting at your own bikers.
No. But I am only hitting on 4s because you're still in flying mode. So I get 3 hits. Strength 8, your toughness 7, so 3s. I will spend a command point to reroll this one. Do I get the command point back? Yes! First time that's actually worked. Now, here's the issue, Bryn. I'm within 3 inches.
Double AP?
2d6 pick the highest for the damage.
Right.
So 6. 3 is 9. Basically, don't roll a 5 and you're alive. 1. So you take 10 wounds. However, the Corvus has 14, Bryn. So you've still got 4 wounds. Right. And Bryn's going to smash the ancient Space Marine statue of the Astartes. Right, let's do some other small arms fire first, and then we'll come back with a nice, neat little trick that Mortifax, the Death Jester, is going to be doing. Boo. Okay, so pepper and fire from the 2 Death Jesters. We managed to put a wound on the Sergeant here. And this Void Weaver managed to kill the lone biker. Bryn passed his normal 3-up save, and then I got 3 AP minus 3s. Failed the 6-up, and then the Sergeant with a Storm Shield tanking those Blade Storms coming in. And then the Prismatic Cannon only did 2 wounds to the Dreadnought, and Bryn failed both with 6-up ignored damages. But we've got 2 things about to happen now. So because this guy has the Curtain Fall, it's a special, what's it called, Shrieker Cannon. But I'm not going to use the Shrieker profile.
Right.
And I'm going to use a stratagem called an Example Made, which means every hit that I score counts as 2. If I roll a 6 to hit, it counts as 3. So, 3 shots, and I'm targeting the 3 bikers here. So I get 2 hits, which counts as 4. I'm strength at 7 with it, even with 6 I'm wounding you on 3s. So I only actually get 2 wounds. Now, 1 is a 3-up armor save, and 1 would have to be on your Storm Shield. So do you want to take your Storm Shield first in case you fail it? Doesn't. Okay, so 1 reroll. Passes it, and then you've got a normal 3-up armor, which he passes. Damn.
Right, and I'll reroll to see if I get me command point back.
Yes, you get back on a 5-up, and I get 1 on a 1.
Oh my god! There you go.
Oh man. Oh, so I'm actually taking yours. Thank you. Do you know what it is, right? Every time I rolled it yesterday against Lucy, I rolled a 6. I was like, if I was any other army, that would be great. But no. So anyway, that didn't quite go according to plan. But I'm going to try and take out the Dreadnought now, because I don't like the Dreadnought. So, haywire cannons are good now. They're D6 shots each. 5, it's not bad. 3s to hit. So that sucks. Strength 4, so I need 5s, but on a 4+ you take a mortal wound. So you take 1 mortal wound, and that doesn't even wound, but you're vulnerable, Bryn. You get a 6-up ignore damage.
I do.
Nope, so he drops to 5 wounds altogether, and I think that is actually all me shooting. Minor firepower over there did 1 wound to the Rhino. 1 wound. But I do have some charges. These guys are going to charge your Rhino, Bryn. So you get 4 shots with your Stormbolt on Overwatch, because you're within rapid fire range. Where are we going? Over this side? No hits. Charge distance for me. 10's definitely going to get me in. So Bryn, you would be so kind, please, as to move the bikers forward, just to the front. Right. So I hit on 3s. You are toughness 7, but I am strength 4. 5s to wound. So 1 wound at -2 for 2 damage, Bryn. So 5 up save. Passes it. And then your Rhino gets to attack back with 3 attacks. Yeah, this wasn't a thing in 7th, was it?
No.
So you can attempt to drive over my bikes. 6s.
Oh, come on.
You get hit. Strength 6, I think. So you probably wounded me on 3s.
Yes.
That's a wound. And that's a save.
Yeah.
So, morale phase. Now, the bikers there would have been at -1 because of Shards of Light, but now it doesn't matter. These guys are at -2 because of the Death Jester. However, if you roll a 6, plus a 2, oh no, if you roll a 6, you would lose 1 because you lost 1 model plus the -2. 4. And you would have gotten a free reroll because of Space Marines anyway. That is it. I hoped I'd done more. So I score 1, 2, 3, 4 points, 5 because I killed a unit of bikers. So, and first blood. So I'm on 6. Right, over to Bryn's turn 2. Right, DeathWatch turn 2, and suddenly I'm very scared. I didn't have a great turn of shooting there, Bryn.
I could have filmed me, man.
Reavers have dropped in with the grav shoots 9 inches away from this. Bryn is hoping to make the charge, which means he would automatically take this, providing I don't kill all of his guys. Potential to use Death to the Alien to get extra attacks off, which would be very useful. We forgot to mention last turn as well, Bryn could have used the stratagem, the specific Deathwatch versus Eldar one.
Yes.
However, all the bikes and everything would have been at -1 to hit, plus the -1 for using the stratagem. He didn't feel it was worth 2 command points for a couple of dice to hit on 5s. So we are aware of it. These guys have leapt out the Rhino and are hopefully going to, well, I say hopefully, for Bryn, going to take them 2 out. Minor movement here. Now, Bryn's actually played this quite well here. He's dropped the Corvus to hover mode, so he's not suffering any more penalty modifiers than the -1 to shoot stuff. But what he's done is he's blocked this angle off here, which means my Harlequins have to get out here if he kills it. Now, what better way to kill it, or at least start doing damage, than his stasis bomb? Cutting through the mortal wounds. But you've got to be careful, because 2s would be a fail, so I'm guessing he's probably even going to save his reroll for that. But it then means that when all them guys get out, I'm suddenly taking 8d6 automatic hits from the frag cannons.
Yes.
No!
Yes.
No! And of course the Primaris have dropped in at this side to try and take out this Void Weaver. Now Bryn's contemplating using Tempest Shells, which means he doesn't have to roll a wound and he cuts through the invuln to do D3 mortal wounds. He's got a crack grenade launcher in there. He's got all the fire from the Inceptors, but then if he also uses the stratagem for +1 to wound, it means he's wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s with standard bolt guns. So lots of stuff to think about, but first of all, down here, to be honest, Bryn, you probably got enough firepower there that it doesn't matter about the invulnerable save, so I'm guessing you probably don't need null zone.
No, I don't think so.
But you could use smite.
I could use smite.
So, 2d6, he needs a 5. Can he do it? He does it on an 8. This Shadow Sea will attempt to stop. I need a 9.
Oh, Larry, for Christ's sake.
And then you've got the Tempest of the Ancients, I think it was.
Yes.
Probably gone. I don't like the layout of the new codexes, Bryn. They're a bit naff. I do know it's casting value 7 though.
Here we are, yes.
Fury of the Ancients.
Fury of the Ancients. Watch out.
So casting value 7, you roll 3 dice if you get it off. No.
Nope.
So that is psychic phase. Right, let's move into shooting phase. Are you going to be using these?
Yes, I think we're going to be using those.
I'm only used to filming from one side, but Bryn's nearly as tall as me, so we're not staying on one side. Right, so you've got, let's have a look. A combi flamer, 2 combi melters, a bolt gun, and a bolt pistol on the sergeant.
Yep.
So,
Right.
I'm guessing you're firing all the combis.
Yes, oh yes.
So you would have 6 rapid fire bolt shots, but you'd be at -2 to hit because bikes.
Right, so we'll do that first.
So 5s to hit. I presume you're using Hellfire rounds.
Oh yes.
2 hits.
Yep.
2s.
Oh yeah.
I fail them, so drops 1 to 1. Now you've got 2 melter guns, but you're hitting on 5s with them again because -1 because combi, -1 because you're targeting us.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
2s to wound. Strength 8.
Oh-ho-ho.
That's a fill roll, that, and that's 1 failed. Now because it's 2d6 pick the highest, basically you would just kill 1 because damage doesn't spill over.
Yeah.
But you've now got the combi flamer, d6 auto hits, just the 2, still not bad. You're winning me on 4s, 2 wounds,
Oh yes, come on.
2 pass saves.
Harry man, these are my best rolls ever.
You've then got 1 bolt gun, which is -1, so 2 shots hitting on 4s. That's a 6, go on.
Yeah.
Winning on 2s,
Go on.
2 wounds, 2 pass saves.
Harry, come on.
2 bolt pistols from the Libby and the Sergeant as well. Obviously the Libby's, no, just 2 shots. Oh wait. Do you want to lob a crack grenade instead?
Ooh, that'd be nice. Yeah, we'll have a bit of crack.
-1, so you miss because of the -1, and then the Librarian's crack grenade misses. Well done, Bryn.
Yeah, we did well there.
Yeah. Right. So Bryn's going to save he's saving his reroll for this. Basically, Artemis is going to throw his grenade at this. 3s rerolling 1s. Command reroll, otherwise you take it.
Oh yes, we'll command reroll that one.
Hit, but do I get the command point back?
Oh,
I've never been so glad.
Do I get that command reroll back?
On a 5.
Yes!
He does. There you go, good sir.
Oh no, you want that, I'll just keep mine.
Oh yeah. Right.
Right then, so
D6 mortal wounds. Now, it's a shame. 4's not bad though, Bryn.
4's not bad.
4's not bad, drops it to 2.
I'll take that. Right then, so
Probably want to fire the biker's bolters into there because I feel most of the weapons would probably be wasted with it only having 2 wounds.
yeah, so these 2, so that is
For 8 shots just from them 2 bikers.
shots just from the 2 bikers. Right.
Doesn't matter what ammo you use because obviously the -AP, the poison 2+ doesn't work, so you're hitting on 4s, but you are within 6 of the Watchmaster, so you can re-roll the 2. Your dice are really hard to see on this map. So then you're wounding on 5s. 2.
2, come on.
Nope.
Oh man, Harry, what you doing?
But then you've got 12, 16 shots just from the other 3, and that's because the Sergeant's got a Storm Bolter as well.
Oh, I just happen to have 16 dice out.
So 4s, 3s miss, re-rolling 1s and 2s. Nice. So I'll pull your 3s out for you. Only 2. Bryn, this could potentially be your best roll ever. Only 4 misses, Bryn?
5 misses.
Alright. So 5s to wound. Can you do that again? That is the question.
And this is where it all comes up with 1s. Oh, have a bit of that.
What?
Come
6?
on. Come on, something's got to fail. Come on. Oh, you beauty.
Even with a reroll, I can't save that. So, I explode.
God damn it.
I'm convinced Starweavers are just 1 mortal wound, which is very handy because there's your Warlord, Bryn. There's your Warlord. Okay, so Biker's dead from 1 wound. Biker takes a wound. Watchmaster takes a wound. Artemis failed his 6 up ignored damage. The Corvus takes a wound, and the other veteran that's not the Sergeant with the shotgun was lost from that squad as well. So not bad, but this is where I lose my bleep because I rolled 3 1s. None? Woohoo! Champion. So, I'm of course going to, the Shadow Seer will go 3 inches back so that you can't target her. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to lose the Quins, but at least I can hopefully keep the Shadow Seer alive. And then that's gone. So, actually, We'll have to keep track of kill points here, Bryn.
That's true. So, I've only killed one thing so far, and I've got... Right, so that's a 1. Right,
So 1 kill point. Well, you're on 1 point. How many did I score? 4, 5, 6. Was I on 6?
You were on 6. And... yeah, we're on 6. We haven't killed anything else off yet.
Cool. Let's see what Bryn's going to fire now. Right, so the Dreadnought. Unfortunately, he's not within 6 inches of the Watchmaster, so he's not getting rerolls.
Nope.
But Las Cannon going for this Void Weaver.
Las Cannon first.
And where was the Stormbolter going over here at these?
No,
at them. So
yeah.
4 shots at them. So 2.
4 shots at the Quins.
Yep. Hitting on 2s because you are vulnerable and it's not a heavy weapon. Now you would wound on 3s normally. But the Shadow Sea is there, so you'd be at -1 anyway.
Oh my word.
Twin Las Cannon?
Twin Las Cannon at the Void Weaver.
You moved and then you're at -1 anyway, so 4s. 1 hit, 3s, 4 bin bun, and a pass it.
Right.
So, do you want to see what you can do with?
Yeah, I'll do, as I say, 1 against the Quins and 2 solid shots over there.
And then you're going to do the shotgun at him as well.
Yep.
Cool.
So we'll do the 2d6 shots against them.
Well, it's 2d6 per gun.
2d6 per gun. Yeah.
So it's 4d6 into the Quins.
No, 2 solid shots over there.
Yeah, each one is 2 shots.
Oh right.
So you basically 2 frag cannons at him gets 4 shots. Now, are you within half range? Yes, you are. So you have strength 9. Yeah.
Crikey.
Yeah.
Right then, against the Quinn troops.
These are the flamer ones. So you get 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits against the Quins.
6, 11, 13.
Now you would wound me on 2s, but the Shadow Sea gives you -1 to wound. So 3s. And how many is that?
9.
4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now obviously the shotgun would probably kill the last one, even if I did the reroll, so that's pointless. So Bryn, you get another point. And there's like 140 points just gone.
That's fair.
No, that's not fair, Bryn.
It totally is.
That's definitely not fair.
That's vengeance for the bikes.
Right, so you've then got 4 solid shots at these. You're at -1, so you're 4s, but reroll on 1s and 2s because of the Watchmaster. So reroll the 2 1s. Oh, strength 9, so you're wounded on 3s. Ah! Each one's 2 damage, Bryn.
4 damage.
So he's down to 2 wounds.
Nice.
Do you want to then see what you can do with 5 ball pistols?
Oh yes.
So just the 5 shots. We'll get rid of them casualties actually.
Yeah.
So 4s hit, that's 3 hits, because you're at -1. And then 5s to wound.
Come on.
1. And I fail it. He's on 1 wound. But that's kind of what you want, because if you charge, the likelihood of now killing it is pretty good.
Yep. Right, so...
And he's still got the Corvus to go. Actually, you've also still got the Watchmaster.
Yes.
Oh, I've just realised. Totally in the open.
Yes. Yeah.
Can I make a recommendation? And of course, this is me being a friendly player here. I would
Go on,
suggest probably your Storm Strikes at this.
Yeah.
Right? Your Hurricane Bolters will do very well against that because it's 12 shots. But I do have a 4-pin run. And you're at -1 to wound me, so you're only wounding me on 4s. So I can't say whether or not to put your Assault Cannon into there. It might be worth it, it might not. Because you've also got these here as well.
Yep, I think we'll...
On the flip side though, you've also got his Spear. In fact, that's probably your best bet.
I was going to say, I'll do the spear first.
So it is rapid fire, so you're getting 2 shots. I presume you're using the poison 2+ rounds.
Of course.
Which is the only sensible one to use against Quins. So you hit with both because he's the Watchmaster. You're wounding on 3s because -1 to wound. Mate, it was worth a punt. It was worth a punt.
Why not? Right then, so I will do, as you say, the 12 Hurricanes against
Into
him.
her.
Do the assault cannons into the two bikes. And the sky missiles into the
Void Weaver.
Yeah, the Void Weaver.
Okay. I will use enhanced reflexes on these, so you'll be a further -1 to hit.
Alright.
Roll a 1. It's 2 command points, so don't get them back, Bryn.
Oh, I'm gutted for you, mate.
Right. So anyway, they're at you're -2 to hit them basically,
Right.
but you don't. Actually. Are you ballistic skill 5+ now because you're only on 3 wounds?
Yes.
Which means your assault cannon now can't hit them because I've just used that.
Damn.
So unfortunately your assault cannon shots are wasted.
Right.
Almost worth it. Anyway, Hurricane Bolters.
Yep.
5s, but because your ballistic skill... What? But because your ballistic skill is 5, you actually get to reroll all failed hits, Bryn. Because it's not a modifier. There's a 4 there as well. It's not a modifier. Your ballistic skill is literally just 5. So 2 more hits. You would wound me on 3s because you're higher strength, but the Shadow Seer is -1 to wound. So 4s. Is that 4 saves? 5 saves?
5 saves.
She's only got 5 wounds. She takes 1.
Yeah.
And then of course you've got the Storm Strike missiles. 5s, re-rolling. Well, sorry, it would be 6s because you're at -1, but that's a hit. 3s. Oh, he does it. That's a failed save. I haven't used my re-roll yet, have I?
No.
But you haven't got anything else to fire over this side, so I will just take the damage and drop me to 1 wound.
Makes sense.
Makes sense indeed. So that literally leaves this squad. No, you fired them at the bikes.
Yes, I fired them earlier. Yeah.
So it literally leaves these.
Damn you.
So,
Right.
are you using Tempest Shells?
I think I might as well.
It's mortal
Burn
wounds
one.
if you hit.
Yeah.
Are you using the stratagem for +1 to wound? Means your bolters are wounding on 4s. Your assault bolters would actually then wound on 3s, Bryn. And that's 12 shots just from the 2 Inceptors.
Yeah, why not?
Cool. So, what we're gonna have to do this slightly out of sync, Bryn, right? So, we'll go for the guy at the front, we'll use the Tempest Shells.
Yep.
In fact, 2 seconds, because do you get any command points back? So, you just roll 2 dice and on a 5+, he gets 1 back, so you lose 2 altogether. Now, on Bryn's 2 command point 1, I roll a 6, and on his 1 command point 1, I roll a 4, so I don't get any back. So, Tempest Shells, first of all, you're at -1 to hit. So you need 4s to hit, but you do D3 mortal wounds if you hit. D3 mortal wounds. Just the 1, but it's worth it, Bryn. Right, you've then got the auxiliary grenade launcher. If you want to use a crack grenade instead of 2 shots with your bolt gun, you would be wounding on 2s because it's strength 6, so you wound on 3s, +1 to wound, means you're wounding on 2s and it's D3 damage.
Yeah, we'll do that.
4s. That's a 1.
Certainly is. Right.
Then you've got 3 guys which can rapid fire with their bolt guns. So 6 shots. So you're hitting on 4s. And then you're wounding on 4s, re-rolling the 1s. Because it's a heavy support. Wow.
Oh, yes.
3 saves. A failed 2 drops him now to 3 wounds remaining. Now your aggressors are out of range because the flamers are range 8, but each of them assault bolters is 3 shots, Bryn, and you've got 4. So you've got 12 shots with them assault bolters.
Come on.
So 4s, not bad. Now your strength 5, so you would be wounding me on 4s, but because of the stratagem for +1, you wounded me on 3s. Reroll them 1s. So reroll the 2 1s. But still, that's 4 saves, Bryn.
Come on, come on. You know you want to roll some 3s, Harry.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you be beauty.
See, that was worth the 3 command points, I feel.
Yep.
or they'll cost you all together. If I explode, it makes no difference, but you score another point, Bryn, putting you on 3 points total.
Huzzah!
And I believe that's
charging.
all of your shots. Yes, indeed we do. Reavers. So you need a 9. Even with a reroll, you would fail it, but I do get some Overwatch.
Holy jeebus.
So that's 2 3-ups and 1 6-up that you've got to make.
2 3s.
And then a 6-up.
6.
Now, interestingly enough, Bryn, that only kills 1 Reaver.
Excellent.
Now, do you want to kill the Filthy Blood Raven? Do you want to kill the Crimson Fist, the Carcharodon, the Minotaur, or the Raven Guard?
On the off chance my friend who plays Crimson Fist is watching, it's got to be the Crimson Fist.
And Dylan also collects Crimson Fists. So, sorry, Dylan. Right, so you failed the charge there. What about your bikers? Are your bikers going for the Shadowseer?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, so which one first though? The 3 or the 1? If you charge the 1 first, you might get enough to come all the way around.
That's true. We'll do him first.
10,
yes.
Definitely. Hallucinogen Grenade Launcher for me though. Doesn't hit.
Good.
And then essentially, see right round, there you go. And then them 3 now get a free charge, basically straight in. No Overwatch. 8 inches definitely gets them in. I'll move them up for you. And then, over this side, we've got a 9-inch charge to this Void Weaver. So, Overwatch, I've got 6 shots with my Shuriken Cannon. 1 hit. That's a wound, no AP, so just a 3+ save. Should be 9 inches away of where we placed them.
11 inches, I ain't making that charge, man.
Of course you will.
I like your theory. As I say, I ain't making that charge.
Well, you could re-roll the 3.
I could re-roll the 3.
9. I'm just going to double check the distance on this because I'm sure he was only 9 inches. So we've got these guys in combat here. Bryn was just within range by ½ an inch. So the first guy does make it in and they charge the biker. So Bryn, bearing in mind that I could spend 2 command points to interrupt, where do you want to attack first? Basically, what's the most important thing to take out first?
Aye, it's got to be the Shadowseer.
Right, do you want to use Death to the Alien, which means any 6s you roll to hit generate an extra attack? Bearing in mind you're at -1 to wound her, so you're actually only wounding her on 4s.
Yes.
Okay, so there's 1 command point. Does Bryn get it back on a 5? Yes, he does, so he doesn't even spend it. And do I roll a 1? I get it. Wow, I've got so many command points. Wow, I've actually got 8 command points. I've got more than what I started with. I need to burn some command points.
Harlequins are filth. Right,
So, these are going first. So, the bike sergeant, I believe, has 3 attacks. And then the other 2 have 2 attacks apiece. So, bikers, sergeant got 3.
Yep.
So, 7 attacks between them. And any 6s, does it just generate an extra attack? Yep, it immediately makes an extra attack. So, any 6s that you get? 1 6 and 1 hit. So you do get an extra attack with the 6, Bryn.
You just carry on, my lovely.
You would wound on 3s, but you're at -1. So that does nothing.
Yeah.
Now, I will now interrupt with these guys down here because you've got a Xenophase Blade, you've got a Thunderhammer, and I need to kill as many of them as I can. 2 command points to interrupt. Do I get 2 command points back? No, I do not. 3 attacks. All hit. I'm strength 4. I'm wounding you on 4s. 2, it's -2, but you do have some storm shields, but bearing in mind you've got a Thunderhammer and a Xenophase Blade on them guys. You could just chance a 5-up on 2 of the others. In fact, there's a guy with a combi melter and a storm shield.
Yeah, I'll take them both on him.
1 at a time though. So he dies, and then you could just take a 5-up on someone else if you wanted.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
So 1 more combi melter.
Yeah.
Cool. That's almost worth interrupting for. Almost. So I'm guessing you're going to attack back with them now. It makes no difference because the other 2 go back, so let's go around there. Right, so to see it in action, we're actually going to attack first with the Watch Sergeant with the Xenophase Blade. So he does hit because you don't suffer the -1 in combat. So you're strength 4, I'm toughness 4, so you're winning me on 4s. 1. And if I pass this save, I have to re-roll it. Which I fail anyway.
Excellent.
And is the Xenophase Blade do D3 with damage against Xenos, or is it just 1?
I have no idea because I can't find it. Is this one that I need to look in the back for?
Well, even if it's 1 damage, tell you what, swing with a Thunderhammer, Bryn, because you're probably going to kill us with a Thunderhammer. So 3 attacks with a Black Shield. You only hit with 1 because it's -1, but you wounded me on 2s. I passed my save. So yeah, we'll look up that Xenophase Blade, and then he's got a couple of other attacks to do. So then 4 attacks from the other 2 guys. So 3 hits, wounded me on 4s. 2. And I'm alive!
Jesus.
He's alive! And do you know what he's going to do next turn? Retreat, shoot, and charge back in. Because Harlequins. Mwah! 2 attacks down here against the Shadow Seer. So just 2 attacks, Bryn.
Yeah, Bikers had 2 attacks.
3s to hit. So that a miss and a hit. Wounding on 4s because of -1.
Yes.
4+. Passed it.
Damn it.
Right. Now we're going to have this mess, and I forgot to mention as well, that guy ended up within an inch of him, so if you roll 1 dice, on a 6 I take a mortal wound, because that's what Inceptors do. No. Right, so let's pile them in and see what Bryn can do with these. Right, so 4 attacks from the aggressors first at the Void Weaver.
So looking for 4s.
Yep, because -1, 2 hits. Now you're wounding me on 3s, but you're re-rolling 1s, Bryn, because it's a heavy support. So re-roll the 1 for another 1. 4 bin run or D3 damage. Yep. And then he's got from the Inceptors, they are strength 4 still, and then he's got 2 guys there as well. So 8 attacks altogether from the other guys. Because the Ultramarine Sergeant's just out of range. So you're hitting on 3s.
It's a bit better.
You wounded me on 5s because you're only strength 4. Rerolling the 1s. So just 1.
Yay!
1. 4+. And I'm fine. And then my Void Weaver is going to swing back now.
Boo.
3 attacks hitting on 4s. I get 1 hit, I'm strength 5. I get 1 wound, no AP. You take a wound, but I'm guessing you want to put on 1 Intercessor, because as soon as he dies, you're then toughness 5. It's not the one with the grenade launcher. No, it's not. So him at the back. So, Bryn, what did you kill? You killed the Star Weaver and the troops, and you killed that. So that was 3 points?
Yep. Yep, 3 points.
Yeah, because you didn't kill the other bike, did you?
Nope.
Nope, and you control 1.
Ooh, so I get another point.
You like to play the killer game instead of the objective game, don't you?
Yeah.
Right. So, Harlequins turn 2. Let's see if we can make mincemeat of Bryn. Okay, so, movement phase. We've done a few things, and in fact, Bryn, I forgot, can you possibly retreat him to just this side of that squad? Thank you very much. So, Void Weaver has retreated. Shadow Seer has moved this way ever so slightly. Troopmaster is holding this one. And again, I'm going to try and actually spend a few stratagems to try and keep us alive and stuff a little bit. So we'll see what we do. Now, these guys have advanced from here to here, right? And I'm using Prismatic Blur, which means I get 3 bin one. Do I get a command point back? No, I don't. that was the first stratagem. Sorry, rest of the movement phase. The Solitaire is going to blitz. So he's movement 12, right? Gets an additional 2d6 to his movement, and then he gets d6 to advance. And because he's Harlequin, he can advance and charge. Nice, so I get 25-inch move, Bryn. And yeah, cool. So I'm gonna go like there.
I really hate Harlequins.
The fun! DeathWatch are fun. These are two fun armies.
Of course they are.
You've got to admit though, like between everything I've done with the bases for these two armies ties in very well, especially on this map and terrain, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
It looks nice.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
Very much so.
This is a fun game.
Apart from Harlequin. Eldar are horrible.
Well, if you really want Bryn, right, I'll bring Dark Eldar next time.
They're still Eldar, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well then, they're horrible.
I can bring Slaanesh.
No, I'm sure
Are Slaanesh technically Eldar because Eldar give birth to Slaanesh?
No, because I'm sure at some point I'll have to fight Lucy with the Slaanesh, so we'll just save them to her.
Anyway, you wanted to talk about elves. You started Ideneth Deepkin.
They ran away from the final remaining high elves. They ran away from Teclis.
True.
Yeah, there you go, you say so.
I've got a fourth elf. Well, technically I've got 5 elf armies. Because I've got Ynnari as well. Because I've got 3 characters. And I've got Daughters of Cain, which is technically a Dark Eldar.
Well, yeah, they're basically
Anyway.
the Dark Elf pleasure cults, aren't they?
Right, so Psychic Phase. This girl is still in there with the ones with the shuriken pistols. That's totally fine because I've got a plan. First Psychic Phase will be Shards of Light from her at them.
Jinx.
Goes off on a 7. Is your... It's 24 in 40k.
Oh, 24.
Yep, you're going to attempt to stop it. What did I roll? A 7?
Yeah, let's... Come on, dice, away.
5.
Fucking that up.
So do 3 mortal wounds. You take 3 mortal wounds, Bryn, which will kill the guy on 1 wound. And then the next one that's not a grenade launcher. And now you're at -1 leadership.
Oh, jolly good.
I will now cast Mirror of Minds on you. 6. Did it drop? No, it dropped to 7, so that's a fail. But because I've got them to burn, what the hell, I'm going to use a command point. Oh look, it goes off on a 7. Do I get the command point back actually? No. So this is the fun bit, Bryn. I roll a 3. You take 1 mortal wound. I roll a 6. You can't beat me. You take 2 mortal wounds.
Ah, but I want to try.
And then again, I roll a 2. Bryn rolls a 6. So that's 2 more mortal wounds. So I'm guessing the guy that doesn't have the grenade launcher, that's not the sergeant.
Yep.
And I think we've accidentally moved the grenade launcher. So do you want to put him back?
Where have I put that?
I don't know.
Yes, that is the grenade launcher.
So swap that one out for the grenade launcher. Okay. The rest of the Psychic Phase. This girl is going to cast -1 to hit on them. Veil of Tears. Is it casting value 6? I hope it is.
I hope it isn't.
I can't remember. It's a new power, I think. No, it's casting value 7.
Excellent.
I've used me reroll, haven't I?
You have.
Damn. Oh well. I will now cast Smite with her. Goes off on a 7. You can't stop it because you only stop 1. D3. 1. So I don't even kill that biker. Damn. Oh well. Right. Shoosting Phase. I forgot to mention as well these girls got out over here. I say girls, probably girls. I think of girls because of Daughters of Cain and Dark Elf Witches. Yeah. So, I'm going to use these 2 assault cannons. Assault cannons? Haywire cannons to shoot at this boy.
Right.
Now it does mean any 4s to hit are mortal wounds. You do have a stratagem that can protect against mortal wounds, but he has got a 6-up ignore damage as well. So, let's see what we get. We get a grand total of 5 shots. Now the advanced, so the -1, so I'm hitting you on 4s. So I only hit you twice. Now a 4 will cause a mortal wound, but I need 5s to wound normally. Ha! That's 2d3 mortal wounds. Would you like to use the Armor Indomitus to give you a 5-up ignore damage instead of a 6-up?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 1 command point. I roll a 1, so I get a command point back. Thank you very much, Bryn. Do you get your command point back though?
No.
And then damage. Did I roll the damage there? I don't think I did that.
No.
So you take 3, so you've got 3 5-ups.
And I need to do 2 5-ups for the mortal wounds caused
Sorry, no, 2. I've just done 3. No, that was damage for the mortal wounds because I rolled a 6. So I've done 3 mortal wounds, so you've got 3 5-ups first.
Right.
It gets confusing when it's in addition. Wow! That was worth that command point. But then you've got 2 wounds to do at -1. So 4. That stops. Wow. Unbelievable. That was worth that command point, I think.
Yep. Because the 5 wound would have killed him.
Yep. Huh. Okay. Right. 5 fusion pistols at your Reavers. So I miss with 3.
Excellent.
I wound with 2. It's -4, you can't do anything about it. So 2d6, 1's dead, 2's dead. So 2 of them are gone. I will then shoot the shuriken cannons at them. Wow, that's a Bryn roll. But that is 1 wound and 1 at -3.
So a regular wound.
Yeah.
Save on 3s, yeah?
Yeah.
Save that.
That's what you want for the -3.
Yep.
No, so you just basically take 1 more wound. Fusion pistol at this squad. Hits. Wounds, you can't do anything about it. 6 and 5 kills 1. So, oh, you can. You could tank it on your storm shield. It's only 1 wound though, so 3+. Nope. Have you used your reroll yet? Don't think you have you?
I think I did.
No, I don't think you have. No, you haven't?
Almost.
Do you want to reroll it? It's worth it even just for the extra 8 shots on Overwatch.
Yeah, I will.
Passes it, so do you get a command point back on a 5-up?
Doubt it.
No.
No.
I need a 1. I roll a 4, so no. Okay. This guy's next. Both shuriken cannons at him, and then the prismatic up at the Corvus. So the shuriken cannons, 3. I'm rolling awful today. So I'm wounding you on 3s. That's 2 3-ups on him. Rolls a 1, so kills that bike, scores me 1 point, putting me on a total of 7 so far. I'll then use the hallucinogen grenade launcher on them, which hits. I then have to beat your leadership. So your leadership 8, or is the biker sergeant 9?
Bike sergeant's 9.
Nope. Funnily enough, right, I actually shot 2 of them at a unit of custards, and actually rolled 10 twice, or 11, which are basically better than their leadership. It was brilliant. Also, see that troop master?
Yeah.
He eviscerated Greyfax on Overwatch with that fusion pistol.
Nice.
Yeah. Toby, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry, but it was one of the best games I played. It was no retreat. Honestly, I tabled myself because she then tried to cast Smite, perilled, she was on 1 wound, she killed herself, killed the troop master next to her who was also on 1 wound. And I tabled myself.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yes. So that's not everything. So over here we've got 6 shuriken cannon shots, and these are going to go for the bikers over here. So that's better. 3s, 3 wounds, no AP. Now I presume you're not taking these on the storm shield because they're not -3. It's at 2.
1 wound.
1 wound, so just 1 on them 2. Now, this is where it's going to get very, very pretty. So, I'm going to use the stratagem on him to use the specific... Oh! Forgot to roll to see if he can fire when he dies. Never mind. I'm going to use the stratagem, I can't remember what it's called, for basically shooting. And if I hit, it counts as 2 hits.
Oh, yes.
It is...
Not Veil of something, or...
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but basically it's 2... Each one counts as 2 hits. So what I'm going to do is shoot at these. I hit with everything. I'm wounding you. Even though your majority toughness is 5, I'm still wounding you on 3s. So that one is at -4. And then these 2 are at -2 because of the relic weapon that I'm firing with. Oh wait! Was that me to hit? No, I hit with all 3, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I get 3 more hits. And then that's me to wound. So you've got 1 which goes straight through, which does D3 damage. For 2, which will kill 1, so I presume the sergeant. Keep the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
And then you've got 4 5-ups to make. Each one is D3 damage, so I've got to do this one at a time. So kills 1, and then that'll kill 2, and wounds another 1. So I've killed 3 altogether there. So I actually want to give a shout out to, I think it's Kenneth Scott on the Harlequin page, who absolutely desperately wanted somebody to pull that off correctly. I did screenshot his message. It is -2 D3 damage on the weapon itself, and then of course a 6 to wound is -AP4. Now if that wasn't enough, Bryn, because I hit...
Go on then, let's hear it.
Because I hit them with shards of light that were -1 leadership, he then made them -2 leadership. So had I not killed the squad, the chances are you're probably going to run away.
Yeah.
But you could have used command points to, yeah. So an example made was the name of the stratagem which I've just used there, and any hit rolls of a 2, basically any hit rolls count as 2, and a 6+ counts as 3. Essentially I got 6 hits out of that, doing D3 damage each. You have to take that specific mask, it's their mask's specific relic, and only that mask can use that stratagem. Which is why he and the other 2 are in one detachment with... where's the other Shadowseer?
That one?
Yeah, the one under there. Basically the 3 jesters and that was in the same detachment. So I hope I got that right, Kenneth. I hope you enjoyed that moment. Yeah.
Yeah, because I so did.
Right. I'm not done though, Bryn.
Oh, champion. I am glad.
See that bike?
Yeah, come on.
Because I've got fly, I can shoot. Once, and I don't even wound.
Good.
Thing is though, do I want to charge when you've got a combi flamer?
Yes.
Possibly not.
You know you want it.
No. So I think that is all of the shooting phase. And by the way, do I get a command point back for using an example made? No, I do not. So I need to put that away. I think I've kept track. I've still got 6 command points, Bryn. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right. Charge phase, I think. 5 guys at these. 2 ball pistol shots, Bryn. Presume you're using Hellfire rounds to poison on a 2+.
Definitely. Not that they've helped me so far.
No hits. Wow, 3 inches. That's just going to make them in there. And then, of course, when I get the pile in. But don't forget, Bryn, you can spend 2 command points later to interrupt, depending on who I end up swinging with, of course. Now, Solitaire is going to charge this unit of frag cannons. Would you like to overwatch?
Oh, yes.
You can't, though.
But I want to.
Well, I'll tell you what, right? You've got 8d6 shots with your frag cannon, so why don't you roll how many you would have gained?
Not as many as you'd like.
12, 17, 25, 6, 27 hits. And you'd be wounded on 2s. and I'd have a 3-up save, and each one failed would be doing a damage. Yeah. So charge. 8 gets him into there. As a result of that, this Troop Master is just going to charge through the window on a 7. So I'll place him under there. Now, because the Troop Master's there, he now gets to reroll failed wounds.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad.
And because I've blitzed, I've got 10 attacks.
I'll just get in the car now, Barry.
These 2 bikes are going to charge him, so you have 8 shots on Overwatch.
I just so happen to have that many dice in my hand.
1 hit.
Fails the wound.
Charge distance. I fail. I will spend the command point because I've got them to burn. Wow, I get in. I feel like I've got a lot of command points, Bryn. Do I get it back? No. I got rolled a 6.
Yeah. I'm surprised you can't use a command point to re-roll that rolling of the command point.
Could you?
I would suspect you probably could.
Oh, God. Anyway, he's going to charge, so I'm going to come around there and work this one out. So, down here, Bryn, I'm going to charge.
Go on, then.
So you've got D6 auto hits with your flamer. For 2. Nope. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots with bolt guns or pistols. 1 hit, poison 2+. Drops into 1 wound. You've then got a, I presume you want to lob a crack grenade.
Oh, yes.
With the black shield.
Always want to chuck a crack grenade.
Unfortunately, that's a fail. And my charge distance is a whopping 5, which gets me to there. So, I think I'm going to go with these guys first. I hit 3 times. I'm strength 4, your toughness 4. I do wound twice. Now, I'm guessing you want to take these on your storm shield. Before you do, you're going to have to do them one at a time because it's -2, so you could take a 5 up on one of these 2.
No, I'll take them on the storm shield.
Of the black shield first. So just one of them, that's a 4. And the next one on him, that's a 6, so he takes it. Now, do you want to spend 2 command points to interrupt?
Yes.
Right. So, do I get 2 command points? No, I do not. Does Bryn get 1 command point back? Yes, he does. So that only costs you 1 command point, Bryn. Now, you've only got 5 attacks with these. Are you going to use Purge the Alien again? You're wounding me on 3s as well.
Nah. No, I won't.
No?
No.
Sorry, before you go with these, do you want to interrupt with them, or do you want to interrupt against the Solitaire? Because I forgot about the Solitaire, actually.
I think I'll see if I can do something to the Solitaire.
Okay. So, sorry. We should have mentioned this. He heroic interventioned, which means actually your librarian should have piled in 3 inches to heroic intervention. Because I can't attack your librarian.
Oh, yes.
So just move him 3 inches in, he'll be able to swing back when it gets to his turn. So I can't attack Artemis, but you could technically attack the Solitaire. You might get very lucky, but if you use Purge the Alien on this squad, don't forget you're also attacking the Troop Master under here. So, I'll tell you what, let's have a think about it and see what you want to do. Right, so yeah, Bryn's made the choice to interrupt with these guys because there's a good chance to take out the Troop Master and the Solitaire, or at least damage him. So, does he get a command point back for Purge the Alien? Yes, he does, so it doesn't even cost him anything. And I get a 1!
Oh my good God!
I've got 7 command points, Bryn. Wow, right.
Oh, it's no wonder Slanesh hates these lot.
So, this is going to be a little bit of a mixed bag of things here. So, right, bear in mind you've still got the reroll as well, actually. So, do you want to go with the Lightning Claw guy first?
I haven't got the reroll, I used that for the Dreadnought.
No, you're now in a different phase.
I'm now in it. Oh God, I am. Right then, so
Lightning Claw, bear in mind you're re-rolling hit rolls of a 1 because Artemis is there as well.
yeah. So he gets 3 attacks
Gets
with dual
3
weapons.
because of dual weapons. So re-roll the 1 because of Artemis. No 6s there, but then you wounded me on 3s, re-rolling because Lightning Claws. Thank God.
God grief.
Pass both me invuns. You've got 2 attacks with the Terminator. 4s, re-rolling 1s. Nice. Oh, 6, you get an extra attack. So roll to hit. Oh, 2s. 3.
Come on, you know you want to fail some.
Nope.
Jesus.
You've then got the Sergeant and 1 frag cannon, so 5 attacks there. 2 6s, so you got 2 more attacks. All hit. Wounded me on 3s because you're strength 4.
6 to save.
2 go through.
Excellent.
I'll take the 2 because you can't hit him with anything else. He didn't lose any before, did he?
No.
No, because he's just jumped out of the transport. So he's on 3. You then got 6 attacks with the solitaire against the solitaire.
Oops, no.
So you re-roll the 1, which then missed, and then you get an extra attack because of the 6, which misses. So you got 4, wounding me on 3s. Nice. Fail 1, so the solitaire's down to 4 wounds. Not bad. That power fist could have took him out.
It could have.
It could have. So it's now all of the rest of my attacks, which is here. So you're potentially going to lose them, but you could have done some serious damage to us and kept your frag cannons alive. So down here, I've got 4 attacks per Harlequin. Yeah, yeah, that's tasty. So I've got, these are just the kisses. So I'm hitting you on 3s. You could say I am kissing you on 3s.
Oh, that's a disturbing one, Harry.
Kisses are strength 4, so I'm wounding you on 4s.
That could have been so much worse.
It could. Now, if the Troop Master was nearby, he allows reroll failed wounds.
Yeah.
So, these are all at -1. So you've got 6 forks to make. Well, the D3 damage each, but
yeah.
I think they're dead.
Just a smidgen.
And I'll consolidate, actually I get to consolidate 6 inches because of the mask form. Which is a shame because I could have gotten, if you were playing a little bit closer, Bryn, I could have consolidated into another unit and stopped them from overwatching. So, yeah. Right. So, I now get to go with the Solitaire. Now, I did run Segarax Rose yesterday, which does a flat 3 damage against all infantry normally, and you get to reroll wounds. In this instance, I don't get that.
Good.
But I get to reroll wounds because my Troop Master's there. I'm also hitting to his rerolling 1s because that Troop Master is the Great Harlequin. Thank the Lord. Yep. And I should mention, sorry, this is with the Caress, so I'm wounding you on 3s because it's strength 5.
So you've kissed me and now you're caressing me.
Yes.
Excellent.
At least I haven't embraced you yet.
Well, this time yet, Harry, the night's young.
So that is 3, 6, 9 at -1, but you can take these on the Terminator if you want. You'd have to go 2 at a time though. Now, although it's handy having your Terminator and obviously you can pull him back, he's probably one of your best chances of surviving because he's got 2 wounds as well. And let's face it, you want to keep the frag cannons and you want to keep him alive so you can retreat.
Yeah, so I'm be saving on 3s.
3s, yeah. You've still got your reroll, haven't you? Because you haven't used it yet.
No, and
it's worth it to try and keep them alive longer, I think. But it's up to you.
Yep.
So, I roll a 3, I don't get it, you get on a 5. You get a command point back, so it's a free reroll. So now roll your save of a 3+. Yes, he does it. So that was 2. You then got 2 more to make. He passes them. You still got 5 to go, so 2 more. He passes them, 2 more. He passes them 1 more. Every single one, your Terminator is just tanked. But
God, I love Terminators.
I'm now going to spend a stratagem.
Oh, jolly good.
I get +1 attack and +1 strength on him because he's now taken a wound. So I don't get a command point back. So I've now got 5, 6 attacks because of the +1. I hit on 2s, reroll and 1s because of the Great Harlequin. I've only got a kiss, so I'm strength 4, so I'm wounding you on 4s rerolling. So that is, now each one of these is D3 damage, so you're going to have to do these one at a time to see if it kills your Terminator. I presume you're going on your Terminator.
Yes.
Right, so one at a time. Fails it, D3. Kills your Terminator.
He's in there.
And then you've got 4 -1 to take. Three die. So I'm guessing the shotgun and 2 frag cannons. So the shotgun's hidden like way under there. And then 2 frag cannons. So that's how many you've lost? 4 there. Your Terminator would have made you fearless. However, you are leadership 8, so you only need a 4 and you get a free reroll anyway because Space Marines. And I can't do any more damage to that squad. But I'm now going here. I've got 6 attacks against your biker. So they miss. I am strength 4, so I'm still wounding you on 5s because you're toughness 5 on a bike. So that's 2, it's -2 AP and it's 2 damage apiece. That is your sergeant, so you do have a storm shield. 3 and 3, he tanks it like a boss. And that is all of my attacks.
Right, let's see what Artemis can do.
Right, so Artemis has 4 attacks. He is hitting on 2s. He rerolls the 1s because of himself. Oh, I think we forgot the rest of the reroll 1s. For the rest of the squad.
No, I don't think we did.
No, yeah, you caught it, didn't you?
Yeah.
So your strength 4, I am toughness 3. 3 wounds, and this is on the solitaire. He's got 3 up in run, so I'll take 1 more. Drops him to 3. Not bad, not bad. So the Watchmaster, I think, has 4, maybe 5 attacks.
4 attacks.
And this is against the Troop Master.
Hitting on 2s.
Nice. Strength, is it +1 or +2 for the spear?
+1.
So you
strength 5.
So you only wounded me on 3s. You've used your reroll as well. I fail me in run, and correct us if I'm wrong, but the spear is D3 in combat.
It is. So come on, 5 and 6.
No!
Yes! It's about time something went right.
Yeah, apologies for doing that slightly out of order, because Bryn, yeah, heroic intervention, 3rd game of 40k, stuff like that. But yeah, absolutely worth heroic intervention, which means you also get to swing with your librarian. You've got that squad down there to go, and you've still got your biker sergeant down here. So do you want to go with your biker sergeant first?
Yeah, why not?
3 attacks on that bike. All hit. Wound me on 4s. 2 wounds. Fail 2 saves. Kills 1 bike and drops the other to 2 wounds. Oh my god.
I think I'm doing better in your combat phase than I did in my own.
Definitely. Definitely.
Right then.
So, I'll tell you what, Bryn. I'll come round that side and we'll see what's going to happen round.
So, right then.
Librarian, 3 attacks.
3 attacks.
2 hits. Strength 4, toughness 4. No wounds.
Nope.
Unlucky. And I think that is it. That is everything. So, I control 1 objective marker, I control 2 objective marker, I control 3 objective
I don't
marker.
think I've attacked with this squad, have I?
You interrupt? No, you didn't interrupt, did you?
No. I interrupted over there.
No. Oh, let's go back on there. So, you've got 3 attacks with your Watch Sergeant with a Xenophase Blade. All hit, wounding on 4s. 1 wound. I pass it, but I have to reroll. Passed it. You've then got the Thunderhammer Black Shield, 3 attacks with a Black Shield. All hit even with a -1. 2s.
Oh yes. Oops.
3 4s, and I've used my reroll, haven't I?
Yep.
Well, that's a fail, and it's flat 3 damage. So can I have my biker, please?
Bye-bye.
So you actually just killed another one of my units, Bryn. So you score another point. How many does that put you on?
I get 1 for him, don't I?
Who?
Troop
Master, yeah, you get another point for that.
So that is me on, I was on 3, 4, 6.
But I killed that one.
Yes.
I killed that one.
Yes. So that's you with another 2.
Another 2, and then that one got me 1. So that's
another 3.
9, and then 10, 11, 12 for controlling 3 objective markers. So 12 points. Interesting, I actually don't have that much left, and I think Bryn could still potentially do a lot of damage to me.
We'll see.
Right, so, morale phase.
Yeah, this is where a lot disappears.
So, Bryn lost 4 guys here. So you need a 4, but you're re-rolling because of Space Marines. So you would lose 2 more there. 4, and you make it, you're absolutely fine. I've just realised as well, you've left the shotgun in and took a frag cannon out. Because I presume you wanted to kill the shotgun.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, I've got different model frag cannons, they look different. That's why. So, GW1, that's the one from the overkill box. Cromlech one, very good. Oh, did you see the trailer for Back to the Future 4?
I don't like Back to the Future.
Oh, Bryn. You won't have seen it at the point of recording this, but the Thousand Sun vs. Tyranid battle report, me and Stu were referencing Iron Man being Marty on a hoverboard, and he flies across the
Oh yeah, I seem to think.
He flies across the screen, and I put the Back to the Future music as Iron Man flew past.
Right.
Whoa! Mind blown, so much stuff happened. DeathWatch turn 3?
Yep.
Ouch! Right, so Bryn's movement phase, he has retreated with the Vanguard and the 2 frag cannons. Artemis has also retreated so that we can pepper into him. Before we move across, do you want to retreat that biker? So you could shoot my biker. Because you've got Hurricane Bolters, you've got Assault Cannons, you've also got the Storm Strikes as well.
Yes, I think I will.
Cool, why not? The Dreadnought has remained stationary, holding that objective in the centre. And round here, the Rhino, the 4 remaining Marines, don't need to hit morale because you'd auto-pass because the Watch Sergeant is Leadership 9. And this guy is... Did you advance him, by the way?
I didn't know.
No. Fair enough. You could, but obviously then I'd be able to hit you. So he's only going to cast Smite because Null Zone isn't going to help. Wow. Actually, you could cast Null Zone in case I came near you. But I will go for Smite first because I can stop 1.
Yeah. So we'll go for Smite.
Well, that goes off. Do I stop it? No. So D3 mortal wounds on the Void Weaver. Oh, 3 on the Void Weaver. And then Null Zone. 7?
8.
No, it doesn't go off. Fair enough. Right, shooting phase. Do you want to start over here?
Yeah, might as well.
So you've got the 2 shots with a Storm Bolter.
Yep.
And then you would have 1, 2. because their pistols will be out of range. So you might as well do all 4 of them, I presume, with the Void Weaver. Ah, wait, no, we have to do this separately because of rerolls.
Yeah.
So 2 shots from this doesn't get rerolls. Doesn't hit. 2 shots from the Marines. Hits. Wounding on 5s, reroll on 1s.
Ooh. Yeah.
I used your dice and rolled a 6.
No, that's about right.
You've still got the Hunter Killer Missile, Bryn.
Um.
But if you do shoot, you are hitting on 5s. Because you moved. It's 1 use only.
Yeah, with the state of my dice, I don't think I'd pull it off. So
Fair enough.
We'll leave that.
Okay. Right. Down here. What is happening down here? Are you going to put 2d6 flamer hits into these guys and then 2d6 flamer hits into the solitaire?
I think we're going to have to do something along those
And then where do you want the frag or crack grenade to go from the lightning claw guy?
Frag grenade will go into the Harlequin squad.
Cool, why not? So,
Troop.
yep. Go for the frag grenade. So d6 shots with a frag grenade. 6. Oh, sorry. So you're hitting on 3s, re-rolling all failed hits because of the Watchmaster. And then you're wounding me on 4s because it's only strength 3, the frag grenade. 1. And I fail.
Nice.
What the hell? Oh no, I'm not going to re-roll that.
I was going to say.
No, I was going to say I've got loads of command points, but yeah. Now, 2d6 automatic hits from the frag cannon. 8 hits, not bad. This is at the troop. You wounded me on 2s.
Oh wow, so 8 to save.
8. Well, he's 6. With 1, 2 dead. 2 more. Fine, so 2 die, so you don't kill the full squad yet. Not yet for you, sir. But then you've got 2d6 hits at the solitaire. For 9.
9.
Wounding me on 2s.
So that's everything.
Yep. So how many is that? 9.
9.
He's 6. He fails 4. So even with a reroll, he's dead. So you get another command point, another victory point, Bryn, for killing the solitaire. You've got your Watchmaster. He's probably got a good chance of taking this bike out. Because he's got rapid fire, poison 2+, 3 damage.
Yeah, but I've got plenty over there looking over there, haven't I? So, Watchmaster, I think I'll have a crack at them.
At them, yes, why not? So, 2 shots rapid fire and hitting on 2s, re-rolling. Wounding on 2s because poison 2+. Save them. Sorry.
Artemis's.
You can't because
he
he retreated.
Yes, he retreated, yes. So I will have the Stormbolter from the Dreadnought.
So you actually get 4 shots because you're within rapid fire range. No rerolls. Well, unless you want to use Wisdom of the Ancients, because then you get your reroll 1s for your las cannon as well. You're hitting on 2. Well, you're hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
That could be. Yes, I will.
Okay, so do you get your command point back? No,
No.
but you get to reroll the extra hit from your Stormbolter, which hits, and I don't get the command point back. So force to wound.
Oh yes. Well thought.
And I fail 1, drops me to 1. And sorry, you didn't nominate where your las cannons were going, but I presume for the heavy support.
Well, I was going
For that one?
for that one.
Yep. So you'll be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of Wisdom of the Ancients. And then you're wounding me on 3s, rerolling 1s because it's heavy support. Both go through. Well, he's just rolled a 9 damage, so even if I'd passed 1, he rolled a 3 and a 6. So that... Oh, does it explode? No. So you get another point, Bryn. Yes. Another one.
See, going points for kills, it's the way forward.
That's why I picked this game. It's a little bit of Maelstrom, because you know, control your objectives, but it's a little bit of Killy.
Right, so we've done right then the Corvus.
Hurricane Bolters have probably got a good chance of taking that.
I was going to say Hurricane Bolters against that.
Actually, if I can make a suggestion, Hurricane Bolters on them because you're wounding them on 3s. Assault Cannon on that because you're wounding that on 3s, whereas the Bolters are only wounding on 4s. And then I would use the Storm Strikes on that. That's what I would do, because then you're optimising your wound rolls. So you get 12 shots, hitting on 5s, re-rolling, wounding on 3s against them. 12 shots, hitting on 6s, re-rolling 1 to 4, but then wounding on 3s. And then of course your strength 8 missiles at that.
All of that, except the assault cannons will shoot. Oh no, it can't because it's a character. Yep, so we'll do that.
Yep. So 12 shots with the Hurricane Bolters at the 2 troop that we've got down here. So you're hitting on 5s because of your lowered ballistic skill, but then you're re-rolling all of that. So two more there. Not bad. And then you're wounding on 3s because you know, bolters are strong. In the fluff, they're like handheld grenade launchers, aren't they?
Yeah, but
wow!
oh,
That's a photo. Finish that, Bryn.
that's shocking. Ah, disgrace.
I didn't. Wow. I'm keeping these dice. Watch. Mine. 12 shots with the assault cannon at this. You didn't move, so you're hitting on 5s, but you're -1 to hit. So you have to leave your 5s. You can't re-roll them. So you're 6 hits, and then you're re-rolling all of them. So you got 3 hits, then you're wounding me on 3s.
Will that bike ever go? And the 2 storm strikes.
Yeah, so 6s re-rolling 1 to 4s. 1 hit. Just the 1, 3s to wound. Unfortunately, the Corvus doesn't get chapter tactics. That is a failed save. It's 3 damage. I haven't used my reroll yet. I think now's the right time. I pass. And I get the command point back.
Oh, God. Oh, Harry, we've got to have a serious talk about these Harlequins.
You've laid down some serious firepower though.
I have, but now it's disappearing.
There's half me dead pile.
And the stuff that's still in front of this poor Corvus and Dreadnought.
I believe that is your whole shooting phase.
It is, yes.
Now the only thing that can actually charge is your Watchmaster, because these can't charge, they can only shoot.
Yes.
Your Watchmaster wasn't locked up, so he can charge. Bear in mind I do have 2 fusion pistols. In fact, am I more than 6 away? Only one of them can shoot because the other one's out of range. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, let's see.
You can probably tank it,
Big lad.
but I don't hit.
10 inch.
Yep, so he makes it in.
And where's his wound dice?
It was under there, but he's on 5 because he took a mortal wound earlier. And Biker can't charge that.
Nope.
And I don't think anything else is in range to charge, is it?
Nope.
Nope. So, Watchmaster with 4 attacks.
4 attacks. 4 attacks, hitting on 2s.
All hit. Strength 5, so you wounded me on 3s. One dies. In fact, Sod it, reroll. No, he still dies, don't get the command point back. Yes, I do!
You've already used it.
That was in the shooting phase. It's a different phase.
Oh, you do,
Yeah, so I'll just lose one Harlequin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's per phase, so you can do it in when you run, in the moving phase, psychic phase, somewhere in the shooting phase, the charge phase, then the fight phase, then the leadership phase. So anyway, I get to attack back with that Harlequin now. A kiss is strength 4, so wound once, it's -1, so he's got a 2 up armor, drop to a 3 up, and Bryn passes. Of course he does. And that is everything. So Bryn, how many units did you kill then? Did you keep track of them? You're on 10 points.
The Grand Harlequin, the Solitaire, and
the Void Weaver. Did you add the point for the Void Weaver?
I did, and I need an extra point because
you control that one objective.
We're slowly catching you. I'm only 1 point behind you now.
Technically, yes. Yeah. So you did good. So going into Harlequin's turn 3. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so I used the stratagem to allow these guys to auto-advance 6, and because I advanced, I also used Prismatic Blur, and I just rolled a 1 to get 1 of the command points back. So it only cost me 1 command point to basically move 17 inches out of the transport, and I can still charge. And I've got 3 bin run now, which is handy because I need to get through them as fast as I can. As a result, the transport that was here has leapt up here. He has to advance to get that far. So I've got a couple of extra shots there. That Skyweaver has jumped up here. This Harlequin has retreated. And the problem I've got is I still want to score this one. But I do need to take out the frag cannons, that's the problem. So, do I move off it and then try and shoot them? That's Artemis's wound. I'll tell you what I could do though, Bryn. 16 inches isn't enough to get us within 3 of that. So, I'll take the -1 and jump up to there and advance. So your teleport home is destroyed, as is the objective marker. Can you lift that? Thank you. And that one. Yeah, that one's destroyed as well. As soon as I get within 9, they're destroyed, but they're useless because your Terminator's dead.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice of you, Harry.
No. No. So I do apologise, Bryn.
Yeah, so you should.
And I'm actually going to move her back and push him forward. So now that, unless you kill her, you can't target her. So, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Yeah. Fusion pistol at the Watchmaster. And I miss. I will command point that. And it hits. Do I get the command point back? No.
Hurrah!
That wounds. You've got a 4 invulnerable save to make. Passed it. So I will then shoot 6 shuriken cannon shots at the frag cannon squad. I'm hitting on 4s though because I advanced. And that's 1 hit. And it doesn't even wound.
Excellent.
Not excellent. Not excellent, Bryn. No, it's not.
It's all about perspective.
So what I'm going to do now is the shuriken cannons here are going to shoot through here into these guys. Now, interestingly enough, we didn't specify beforehand, but I would count them as being in terrain from that angle.
Right.
So you would get your +1. The prismatic cannon, by the way, is going for that. So I'll get 2 hits, and I get 2 wounds, 2 2-ups. Saves it. And the prismatic cannon, D3 shots. I get 2. I'll reroll that because it's not quite there. So hits, it's strength 6, I need 5s. No. Oh! I forgot the psychic phase. Would you?
Oh, roll it back, roll it back.
Thank you. Smite. On an 8. I think he's more than 24 inches away from this one. So D3 mortal wounds on the biker. For 2, kills him. And then that's the one with protection powers. So there's not really anybody within range that I want to bother with. She will cast Smite. I fail it because it's a 5, and but I'm going to spend a command point to reroll that. That's a 10, so it's still only D3. Do you want to try and stop with your librarian?
Yeah.
Double 1. You don't peril with that. So D3 mortal wounds, 1 mortal wound on that squad, so kill 1. Bolt gun guy, and then Mirror of Minds on the Rhino. I get it on a 7, and this is where we dice off. So you can't beat me, you take 1 mortal wound. And then I roll a 2. You take another mortal wound, Bryn. I roll, that's cocked, a 2. You take another mortal wound, Bryn. I roll a 3. You take another mortal wound, Bryn.
Oh, God.
I roll a 4. You take another 1. I roll a 5.
I'm going to change dice.
Just roll a 5. You take another 1. I roll a 6, you can't beat it, you take another 1. I roll a 6, you can't beat it, you take another 1. I roll a 5. You take another 1. I roll a 4.
Come on, for crying out loud.
You take another 1. I roll a 1.
Well, you can roll that all you want, he's already dead.
Oh, is he? How many wounds did I do?
You just did 9 wounds.
Oh, and he'd already lost 3, I think?
He lost 2.
So, does he explode though, Bryn?
Oh.
Oh, I saw the 6 nearly.
I was going to say if I managed to roll a 6 there, I think I would have quit
Yeah.
tabletop game.
However, that vehicle up there can shoot when he advanced, but he's at -1 and he's going to shoot the librarian. So I get 1 hit. And 1 wound, 3+ on the librarian. 4, cool. Okay. This isn't going well. D6 shots at that. 3. Forgot to roll me 4+ again when that one died. Oh well. Anyway, they all hit. So that is 2 mortal wounds. Do you want to use the armor Indomitus? How many command points have you got left? Just 1?
1.
Might not be worth it. It's 2 mortal wounds, and then if it goes through, it does an extra 1 damage each. But he's venerable, so he's got a 6 up anyway.
I'll just take the 6 up.
Okay. No, so that drops into 3, but then you need to make 2 saves at -1, because it's an addition.
5 and a 4.
Yep, so he just drops to 3 wounds. That should have been dead. Okay. How many is this on anyway? 3. It took 11, so it's got 3 left.
Yep.
The 2 death jesters that don't have the curtain fall are going to shoot at it. Hang on. He can't see that dreadnought actually. Right, I'm going to do these one at a time. The one with curtain fall will hit him, and he will use an example made to count the extra hits. So the 1 misses. You're not in flying mode, so the 2 does hit, but they each count as an additional hit. So I'm strength 7 with this, because it's curtain fall. So wound you on 4s. But those are -4 AP because that's 6 to rend, basically. So you take 2 wounds, leaves them on 1. Now, as a result, the guy underneath is then going to shoot at that. See if we can take it out. Needing 5s. There's a 6, that is -3. You need a 6 up. The reason this one's -3 is because that one's -4 because it's been the relic one. No. Does it explode, Bryn?
No doubt it will. Yes.
It does.
It does.
Do you want to spend a command point to re-roll that? Because it's D3 mortal wounds, you could kill your frag cannons and you could hurt Artemis quite a lot.
Yep.
But you could chance it, you might only lose 1 frag cannon.
At this stage, I think I need all the help I can get. So here we go. Watch me roll another 6.
What is it? Was it? So do I get a command point? No, I don't. So, Bryn,
Oh, actually, hold on. Let's see if I get that command point back.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't even get that command point back.
Okay, so Artemis takes D3 mortal wounds. Takes 2, but he ignores them on a 6-up. So he takes 1, drops him to 3. And then your squad takes D3. This is where you want to roll a 1, Bryn.
Yep, so that's when I roll.
Kills the whole squad. Well done, Bryn. Well done.
I've killed something.
Does that mean I technically get the point because you've lost a unit? Well, technically you've lost 2 units there, haven't you?
Yeah.
And the Rhino, so that gives me another 3 points so far. No, Artemis isn't dead.
That's right, no, Artemis isn't dead, so...
But the Corvus is. So, yeah. That's horrible. That's really horrible, Bryn. I apologise.
So you should. I keep telling you this.
But that's not everything, Bryn.
Oh, of course it isn't.
I've got one more Death Jester. This one here that can see through this window, past this rock, down at your Dreadnought. So he hits. 5s. I roll a 111.
Well, it's about time. I've been waiting for that 111 all game.
So, yeah, charge phase. This one Harlequin is going to try and take out your Watchmaster. So, feel free to overwatch me with your 2 shots from your Guardian Spear. Oh no!
Oh yeah!
This is where, please do not roll a 6. Because it's a mortal wound, isn't it? Yeah. So you score another point for that.
It's all about them points.
Now, he's going to charge them. So you've got a Stormbolt, which is 4 shots. 1 hit. Forced a wound. No wound. 2 las cannons.
No.
And I'm in. And down here, these are going to charge. So your Flamer is within range. So you 6. Wow. So you would wound me normally on 3s because you're strength 4, but my Shadow Sea is within 6, so it's -1 to wound, so 4s. 2, and I've got 3 up in run because of Prismatic Blur, and I pass. You've then got 2 shots from his bolt gun and a bolt pistol from the Sergeant. Poison 2+, I presume.
Yeah.
1 hit. 1 wound. Passed, and then you've got a frag grenade probably from the Black Shield.
It's on the go.
6 shots.
Ooh.
6 to hit. 1. 5s.
5.
Kill 1.
Get on.
So I'm actually going to kill 1 with a kiss because there's an embrace there, and I want to embrace you, Bryn.
Of course you do.
I really want to embrace you.
Everybody does.
Charge. I roll a 10. So I'm going to get right up there. And I presume you want a heroic intervention with...
I think I'd be a fool to myself if I didn't.
Yeah. So, you can't interrupt me now. He's going to attack him. 2 hits. I need 5s. I get 1 wound. It's -2, so 5 up.
Nope.
And then you ignore damage on a 6, so 2 6-ups. And you see I'm cheesy because I've got Harlequins. You roll a double 6, then another 6, then a double 6 there. Wow. Right.
Yeah, but I've been waiting for these 6s for how many turns now?
Hey, I'm just glad that my bad rolling is getting me command points back. Do you know what it is? For me, that works.
Yeah.
You would probably do quite well with it as well.
I'd get so many command points back, it would be ridiculous.
So, Bryn, because I've spent most of the game kissing you, I'm now going to embrace you.
It's only fair.
Strength. No, the caress is strength 5, so that doesn't even wound you. However, I then kiss you 3 times, well, 12 times. 12 more kisses for Bryn.
It's just been that kind of game, hasn't it?
And then I'm winning you on 4s. No rerolls available because my troop master is dead. That's nice. I will take that. That's 3 wounds. So the -1. So the problem is, right, they've got 3 attacks each, so you probably want to kill the Flamer first, as fun as the Flamer is to hit them with. So do you want to take a 4-up on the normal guy and then your 3-ups, or do you want to...
Yes, I will.
So 4-up first. What's that?
6.
Cool, another 4-up. Kills him, and then a 3-up. Are you going for the Sergeant or the Black Shield? The Sergeant's got the Xenophage Blade.
I'll take it on the Black Shield.
Passes, like a boss. So let's come around there and see what attacks Bryn's going to do back now. Right, so 3 attacks with the Watch Sergeant first.
Xenophage!
All hits. Wounding on 3s, because I'm out of range of the Shadow Seer.
Oh!
3-up, having to reroll.
You beauty. Get out. Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to leave the kiss just in case he survives that and do some extra damage. So then the Black Shield, 4s, hits twice, 2s, 3-up.
He's very dead.
And I can't even spend a command point. I should have spent one on them, but never mind. So yeah, they are very, very dead. You get another point, Bryn.
Points.
Then you get your Venerable Dreadnought. I think your Venerable Dreadnought has... He definitely has 4 attacks, but he might have... I can't remember. I always get them wrong. You're going the wrong way, it'll be further back. So many elite choices in DeathWatch Codex.
Here we are. Right, attacks 4.
And Dreadnought Power Fist, so you're hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s.
All hit. You're winning me on 2s.
All wound.
I'm dead, dead, dead.
It's about time that bike went bye-bye.
So that is another point for your Bryn.
Oh, point.
So, realistically, let's have a look at what's left. You've got your Watchmaster, and you've got Artemis. A 3-wound Dreadnought, 2 Marines, and a Librarian. I have a Starweaver, 2 very wounded, a wounded Void Weaver, a handful of characters which you could probably chew through. So how many more points did you get there? You got another 2 points.
Yep.
Putting you at 14.
Yeah.
But that's the end of my turn, isn't it?
Yep.
So I control 1, 2, 3. I get 4 more points. Did I actually? And I've already added them ones. Yep. So that puts me to 18, 19 points. To your 14. You can do it, Bryn, you can do it. You can do it!
We're gonna have to play it cheesy now, lads.
Turn 4. Let's see what Bryn does. So going back 2 turns, realistically, because I've had command points for days, I should have spent 3 command points and had me solitaire attack again while he had 10 attacks.
Yep.
But never mind.
Unfortunately, I couldn't think of things like that because I don't know these things exist.
I should know because every army has a variation of that, Bryn. So, the Watchmaster has ran through he's moved through the ruins to get onto this objective, and then hopefully he can shoot at this girl if the Dreadnought can take this one out. Artemis is hopefully going to be able to support with that as well, because his Flamer is within range anyway, but it only wounds vehicles on a 6. But you've got your bolt gun as well, so why not?
Yep.
And then basically the Librarians come up here to potentially charge that.
Yep.
And smite it, and these 2 guys are going to hopefully take her out. So Bryn is pushing, he's pushed me back into a corner. A lot. So Psychic Phase, Bryn.
Yep, we shall.
Now I can only stop 1 power here. So you could do your 3d6 laser beam. It's only a 6-inch aura. I know what you're thinking. To be honest though, you've got the Xenophage Blade there, so that's nearly as good. Force me to rerolls. Realistically though,
I am going to do Null Zone and Smite.
okay, because if you make the charge, then obviously I can't take the invulnerable. Force sword, which would mean -3 AP, so no invuln, no armor save, which means no save on that if you get charged, and you'd be doing D3 damage because of the force sword. So yeah, good choice.
So I shall go with Smite first.
What's that?
6.
Try to stop it. I don't stop it, so D3 mortal wounds on that. For 2, drops it to 4.
And, what was it?
Null Zone's casting 8.
Was it 8? Come on.
Worth a shot though, Bryn.
Worthy of a try.
Right, so
Right then.
shooting phase.
Bolt pistol.
Yep, are you with that? Are you within?
I was going to say, is it 6 or...
Yep, you're within. You can lob a crack grenade, which is 1 wound, but it's D3 damage. Or you could lob a frag, but you'd be wounded me on 5s with it.
Oh, let's try for the crack.
I'm chucking dice, so crack grenade. Hits. You would normally wound on 2s, but you're -1 because of Shadow Seer. And then a bolt pistol. Hits. Wounds. I fail it, so she's down to 4. In fact, yeah, I'm going to try and keep me Weaver alive. 4.
Right then, so...
Oh, I've got a question. You know how you can't reroll a reroll?
Uh-huh.
Say I fail one of my normal invulnerable saves against the Xenophage Blade, and I spend a command point to reroll it and successfully pass. Does your Xenophage Blade then force me to reroll that? Because technically I should, but you can't reroll a reroll. Because one of the modifiers is coming from me, one's coming from you. So technically, I'm gonna have to email that. The FAQ is probably gonna come out this weekend, so I'm gonna have to. Yeah. I'll email that in.
That's definitely one for the rules guys. That one.
Yeah.
Right then. We shall now do.
Las Cannon and Stormbolter, I'm guessing.
Yeah, might as well.
Or Artemis's Flamer can hit that. Do you want to try and take that out with Artemis first, because then you get a free Las Cannon shot at something else? You can see the Shadow Seer from there.
Yes. We will.
So Artemis has D6 shots with his Flamer. 5. But you need 6s to wound.
Come on, we need 6s for days, lads. Come on.
1. I'll reroll that. That's a pass save. And then 2 shots with your bolt gun hitting on 4s because you're -1. Rerolling 1s. No.
Nope.
Worth a go. Las Cannon and Stormbolter.
Yeah, Las Cannons first.
3s. 1 hit. 3s. Rerolling the 1 because it's a heavy support. Wounds. Fails. 5. Does it explode? No, it doesn't. But Stormbolt is unfortunately wasted against that. However, he has a single shot against her. Reroll, because he's the Watchmaster.
Gotta love that reroll.
He hits. Now you wound on 2s, but it's -1. You wound. I fail it, and it does 3 damage because you've got the Bane Bolts of Erixia.
Yep.
So it drops her to only 1 wound remaining. And that's your whole shooting, isn't it?
It is.
No, it's not. Crack grenade from him at
yes.
Starweaver.
Yes.
You miss because you're -1.
Yeah.
Charges.
Right then. Charge with.
Yep. 1 hit. 1 wound at -3. And he fails it, so it's just 1 wound. I think it drops into 3. I think Librarians have only got 4 wounds.
I'll check once we've worked everything out. Right then, charge roll.
7 gets him in. presume these are charging her.
Yep.
Hallucinogen grenade launch. Oh, it hits, but I need a 10 basically. Again, 9. I want to double check and make sure it's equal to. It might be equal to or more than. Right, so it is equal to, and I've just rolled a 1 on the D3.
I'll take it on the black shield.
You can't take an invuln 'cause it's a mortal wound.
It's a mortal wound.
Black shield down. I understand, but do you want to kill the black shield because obviously each thunderhammer hit is 3 damage. But then Xenophase is reroll and failed, reroll successful saves. The problem is you're only strength 4 with the Xenophase blade.
True.
It's up to you. It's up to you. Either way, one of them's down.
No.
Okay. And then just roll your charge distance.
I already did.
All right.
4.
Never. And you got no.
Artemis
Needs a 9.
try a long run. A long run.
No.
And he forgot his running shoes.
And that's it.
Right then.
Oh no, it's not. The librarian. 3 attacks he has. I think he had 4 wounds, did he?
He did, yes.
So he's down to 3. So 3 attacks. Is he weapon skill 2 plus?
3 plus.
2 hits. Strength 4. You need 5s. Nothing. Unlucky. So you only killed the Void Weaver that turn, didn't you?
Yep.
So you get 1 more point.
And I'll get 1 for that.
And 1 for that. And you contest that one. Now, was that your turn 4?
Yes.
Okay. She is going to move away from there. Death Jester is going to flip down to there. She is going to move up to there. In fact, she's going to automatically advance 6 inches because of the thing. And I don't get the command point back. And she's actually going to go a bit further, Bryn. She's going to go up to here. And there's another Shadow Seer down here. She's going to run 6 inches. Plus the 8 gets me to about there. This Death Jester under here is going to jump up to here. So that we can take a couple of pot shots at the Dreadnought and try and get rid of him. So, here we go. Smite. Get it on a 7. Librarian's too far away to stop it. D3 mortal wounds. For 1 on Artemis, he's got a 6 up ignore damage. That's mega cocked. Nope, so he drops him to 2. She will cast Smite. You can attempt to stop that.
No.
Okay, so basically he's dead because D3. She will now cast Smite, and I need now a 7 for this one. Uh-oh. I'll take it though. So I take D3 mortal wounds, Bryn. I take 1, which drops me to 4 on her.
I was already at 4.
Right.
That was the one that I damaged
Yes.
earlier.
But he takes D6. Because Smite on an 11 plus is D6 mortal wounds. 6 mortal wounds. So your librarian's gone.
I haven't tried one behind it yet.
You can't. You can't beat your 12.
Oh, it's hardly
Oh
fair.
wait, Psychic Hood. If you roll a 12, actually, you would stop it. I'm sure Psychic Hood is +1 if you unbind them within 12.
Yes.
So you need a 12. No, that's a 4.
Well, it wasn't far off.
4 times 3 equals 12.
Exactly.
That's mathematics. So, now, let's have a look. That Death Jester will shoot at the Dreadnought. 2 hits. 2 wounds. 1 is at -3 actually. So the one at -3 would be a 6 up. No, and then you've got a 3 up armor save, which you pass, and then you've got a 6 up ignore damage for the one that went through, which fails, drops into 2. This Death Jester will now shoot at the Dreadnought. That doesn't wound. Oh, actually,
I was going to say if
the 3 didn't wound, but you passed the save for it anyway. It was the rend that you failed. Right. And now is the problem, because he can't see the Dreadnought. But actually, the Dreadnought's further away, isn't he?
Yes.
So now I'm going to use the stratagem, which I keep forgetting the name of.
Oh, example of or something like that.
An example made.
That's the one.
So 3 shots at Artemis. 6 counts as 3 hits, Bryn. And the others count as 2 hits. Strength 7. Now, they are minus 4. These are minus 2. You don't care about any of that because he's a captain and he has a 4-up invulnerable save. So 5 4-ups, but each one failed is D3 damage.
No bother. Say no bother.
Well, wait, because you can still survive.
Oh, that's true, aye. So 2 have saved, so 3 whatever's damage.
And I roll 3 damage, so if you roll 2 6s, you stay alive. No.
See, you should have just let me take it.
And in fact, I've got one last thing. Shirt and cannons from that at him. Oh! So 2 at minus 3, so 2 6-ups first. No, and then 1 3-up. And then you've got 2 6-ups. You need to pass one of these to live. No! And if he explodes, he's gone. But even if he explodes, it doesn't matter.
He's gone regardless.
So that means we move into. Oh, hang on. How many points do I get? So I killed 1, 2, 3 there that turn.
Librarian squad.
Ah, yes, yes. So that puts me up to 5 there. And then I've control 1, 2, 3, 4. So it puts me to 6 and 3. Now, your turn 5.
Well, this is going to take a while. Yeah, he'll stay there.
Well, actually, what you could do is like hide there. So you're further away from her, but then that can't see you, and even if I move around, I'd have to advance to get there.
Yeah. Right, so...
So, shoot at her. Oh, well, you hit. I was going to say, do you want to move slightly forward so you would get 2 shots?
Nah, stuff it.
3, that's a wound. That's a passed save. So you score 1 more point, Bryn.
There we go. We've got the 3 6s over here. That's a victory.
Right, so 22 inches to get past. I'm going to destroy that again. And then she's going to have to move, and I'll spend a command point to auto advance 6 inches, and don't get it back. So she'll go 14, which gets me to here. She'll then smite. That's a fail, so I'll spend a command point to reroll that, which is still a fail. Do I get the command point back? No, I don't. So the shooting phase, I will now shoot the shuriken cannons at him. -1, 4s. Get 3 hits. 1 wound. And you pass your save because he's got a 2 up. And actually, if it's okay, I am going to go back slightly and just basically move him to there. He's the only one that can reach because they'd have to move down. And I'm going to use an example made again. So don't get the command point back. So she's on 1 wound. 3 shots. That one's cocked. So I'll get 6 hits. Oh! I spent a command point to reroll, haven't I, in the shooting phase? No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. No.
I'll reroll a failed wound. It's cocked. Oh, and I get a 6. So, you've got 1 2-up, followed by 2 4-ups, and each one of these is D3 damage.
2 up.
Yep, 2 4-ups. Past 1, D3 damage. 6 drops you to 2 wounds, Bryn. I'm now going to charge. Well, that's an 8, but you do get the rapid fire overwatch. And you get to reroll because of your own rules. No. So I'm in with her, and I'll charge in with the Star Weaver as well. And that's in as well. So of course I'm going first with her. 3 attacks. I will spend a command point to reroll. Do I get it back? Nope. So I'm actually now down to only 1 command point, Bryn.
Well, it's about time.
3's to wound. Star Weaver.
Oh, dear.
Well, that one's cocked. It hits. It does wound. 2 up armor save. And he passes it. So I'm guessing you're going to swing at her.
Yeah, what?
4 attacks.
What's that? Oh no, that was a stratagem, so I can't do that.
4 attacks. All hit. You wounded. You would wound me on 3s, but you're -1, so you wound me on 4s. 1 wound. It fails, and I've already used my reroll. And it's D3 damage, but I've only got 1 wound. For 2, and that kills you. So you score another point there, but I score 1, 2, 3 points for all of that, putting me at a total of 30 points, Bryn.
I've got 19.
Oh, this has been insane. Absolutely brutal. I've still got lots of characters left.
I've got 1 guy.
But he's the Watchmaster. I haven't got Slay the Warlord yet.
This is true.
You haven't got Slay... There's mine.
Was it him? I thought it was a great Harlequin.
No, I spent 2 command points to make him the Great Harlequin to allow reroll 1s to hit in the fight phase.
Yes, that's right.
That's me Warlord because I knew he wasn't moving anywhere. That's how I've been getting all them command points back.
Filth.
Okay, so the Watchmaster is left alive. Going into possibly turn 6, can the crippled Watchmaster run back to the Watch Fortress?
He's away.
He's away, and Bryn, you're on 19 points to my 30. However, the last 2 or 3 turns I was getting 4 turn, wasn't I?
Yeah.
First of all, how did you like DeathWatch in this edition?
I suspect they could have been a hell of a lot better if I wasn't playing them.
There is that.
Yeah.
What did you think of the stratagems? Do you think it makes it a little bit fluffy and varies the game a little bit?
It varies the game a little bit, but I don't know. I'm still not sold on the whole stratagem thing. I don't know. They just don't sit.
I think if you don't roll as many 1s as me in command point farm for days.
Yeah. But,
I got very lucky with the command points.
Yeah.
In fairness, you also rolled quite a few 5s.
I've got a few back, yes,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I think it's one of those things that it just adds a layer of something extra to keep having to remember.
But at least you haven't got to remember relentless rapid fire, basically everything that was 7th.
I agree, yes, but in wanting to simplify the game, they've added something that complicates the game.
Mm-hmm. I do like though, I did use the different Harlequins, but I didn't really get to put them in effect. I forgot to roll the 4+s for actually even that one, and I said the other ones. Forgot to roll my 4+s to see if they can fire.
Yeah.
The consolidate 6 inches didn't really help us because I didn't kill enough to then move on to something else. Apart from over here, had I been a couple of inches further forward, I could have consolidated into them. I did like the Death Jester though.
He was horrific.
Because he was part of that specific mask with that relic and with that stratagem. He did so much damage to that Primaris squad.
Oh, good God.
I think obviously had I not built that specific one, you might have had quite a bit of them left over and probably done more damage. What did you think of Primaris?
Well, ask me when I actually get to use them for some significant amount of time. And
yeah. Can we expect to see your DeathWatch army? Or would you be happy to continue using mine?
One day I may sort out my DeathWatch, but
yeah,
it means painting Space Marines.
It does, and black armour is horrendous.
Yes.
However, what are your thoughts on the Harlequins? Bearing in mind, right, they always had Rising Crescendo, so they could always retreat, shoot, and charge. Minus one to wound bubbles from them. The reroll failed wounds because of the Troop Master.
Well, what can be said about Harlequins other than
the fast
Eldar, just with even more, just Eldarness.
Evil Death Space Clowns.
Oh God.
Evil Death Space Clowns, Bryn.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I hope you've actually enjoyed. This is the first time you've been around mine.
It is.
So
yes.
I hope you've enjoyed the game. I actually quite like this setup. And
yes, it's a good setup and lovely terrain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Provided by Gamemat.eu, by the way, as well as the mat. So thanks to them. And of course the lovely Harlequin terrain.
Yep, and you shouldn't have got any points for scoring on that because you keep destroying it.
You put it up there.
And when you put it up there, it falls over quicker.
It does, it does. Do you know what? I've really enjoyed using the Harlequins. I really wanted to use the DeathWatch myself, but I just felt that Harlequins there's so much going on with them. And obviously, you're DeathWatch friendly, you like DeathWatch?
I've never actually used DeathWatch, this is my first time. But, like I say, I've enjoyed the game. But, obviously, not playing 40k for so long now, I'm really out of touch with the rules.
But, I think we should have a go of your demons.
Oh, there's always me cult.
There's also that, because mine isn't painted, so let's get your Gene Stealer cut back very soon. Do you think I should bring the DeathWatch against them?
If they roll as well as mine did, yes.
Right, so that's it, folks. Let me know what your thoughts are. Kenneth, I really hope I played that guy right. Please tell me if I didn't. For the Harlequin players, I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I didn't get to show off the mask traits. I did get to show off a couple of the stratagems as well. And DeathWatch players, I hope you've enjoyed. That was actually my list as well. I built the list because, like Bryn said, he's a little bit unfamiliar. But that is the list I was going to use if Lucy was going to play Harlequins.
Yeah.
So I try to do it both ways in the sense that that's the army I would have took. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. Thank you very much for Bryn for stepping in and playing this game. I do appreciate it. And we'll see Bryn very soon because Age of Sigmar is getting updated.
Oh yes.
And Bryn has more armies for Age of Sigmar than I have for 40k.
Well, I try my best.
See you again next time, guys.